sides. I got money, money, money on my mind. I'm not gonna see you waste your time. No, no. I'm not picking sides. I got money, money, money on my mind. Money, money, money on my mind.
Money, money, money. I'm not picking sides. Money, money, money on my mind. I'm not gonna see you waste your time. I'm not picking sides. Money, money, money on my mind. I'm not gonna see you waste your time.
I'm not picking sides. I got money, money, money on my mind. I'm not gonna see you waste your time. No, no.
Get ready for battles that will shake the Yested Mountain to its core. OKTAGON returns to Liberec for the first time in 3 years. The calm before the storm. Undefeated bantamweight champion, Lucia Silent Killer Sabova, has the chance to make history by winning the Flyweight title and becoming OKTAGON's first female double champion. But newly crowned Brazilian champion, Lady Anne Fernandez, is determined to make sure that Lucia won't achieve her dream. Will the Slovak queen raise a second belt above her head? Or will she suffer the bitter taste of defeat right at the peak of her career? The rising local star versus the Swedish legend. Proud son of Liberec's Dominic Humberger will finally appear before the home crowd in one of the greatest battles of his career. He'll be going head-to-head with former number 23 in the world and double champion of one championship, Sebastian Kadistam, who has the scalp of former KSW champion Roberto Soldic in his collection. A heated clash between elite strikers, who've already had a war of words before they face off in the cage. Renault's very own sniper, Roušal, enters the toughest duel of his MMA career against Swedish Thai boxing champion and UAE Warriors champion Samuel Bark. A wild stand-up shootout under stand and bang rules. The unstoppable Ostrava Express, Tomáš Mudroch, who scored all 8 of his wins in the first round, takes on one of the most prominent figures in Czech combat sports, the mighty Josef Hála. The champion of the world's most prestigious bare-knuckle boxing organization, BKFC, destroys anyone who stands in his way with his fists of iron. Fire, sweat, and passion. Vlado Lengál always guarantees to put on a thrilling fight, and all 9 of his wins came by way of knockout. But now he'll be put to the test by Ozan Aslaner, who boasts wins over Tikota and El Padillo. And you can look forward to seeing the King of the North, Jan Malach, in action. He wants to prove in his hometown of Liberec that he still has what it takes to compete at the top. But a ferocious Serbian prospect who scored all of his wins before the final bell, the one and only Stepán the Butcher Končar. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Octagon 87, Zabova versus Fernandez. Buy the pay-per-view wherever you are and be transported to a front row seat for the entire tournament at octagon.tv.
Welcome to the official weigh-ins here for Octagon 87. 3 years since we've been in this beautiful city of Liberec. Octagon 41 was the last time we were here, but we are back with a bang. 11 fights on tomorrow night's card, including the vacant flyweight, the female flyweight title up for grabs. Will the bantamweight champ Zabova become the first double champ in the female division against Lady Anne Fernandez? Of course, we have the hometown hero returning, Humberger, taking on former 2-time one championship champion in Kadistam. 4 Swedish fighters on this card as well. We've got the people's main event that will see Samuel Bark take on Radak Roušal, and of course we have Czech versus Czech in a stand and bang rules fight that will see Hála taking on Mudroch. You can join us still in the arena. There's limited tickets available. Go to octagonmma.com and watch it live, of course, on octagon.tv and RTL Plus. Tonight we'll be in the Liberec Forum. You can join us for the open workouts and the final stare downs between the fighters. That goes on from 5 o'clock till around 6:30, so come and join us there at the public weigh-in. So let's get this underway. I'll introduce everybody on stage. Of course, behind me, Andre Novotny. Pavel Neruda is on a special mission right now. Instead of him, we have this guy, Filip Stahl. Can you pan out? There we go. Let's give him a round of applause. There are many heroes in Octagon. This guy has been behind the stream for many years, many tournaments. This will be his last tournament. So what Andre Novotny has kindly done is put him in the most dangerous spot in Octagon, in between the face-offs, between the fighters before this goes out. So that white t-shirt could be red by the end of today. But one more round of applause for the magical Filip Stahl, please. There we go. What a gift, Andre, what a gift. See you later. Here's some blood. Let's also introduce, of course, Vasco, and then we have, of course, Pavel Bicante and Pepper Loach looking after the scale for us. So let's get this underway. First up, we have a YouTube free prelim making his debut. Let's welcome the sniper, Birdal. 29 years of age from Nuremberg, Germany, by way of Turkey, representing Turkey Kasim. 3 fights, 3 victories, and 3 finishes in there. 2 knockouts, 1 submission. 5-3 as an amateur. Started boxing age 11. Made his pro debut in April of 2024, and is a champion of a local domestic promotion in Germany. 70.8 on the money for the sniper Birdal. Making his debut, coming off the back of a submission win back last year. Next up, his opponent. Let's welcome him now, Alex Hutyra. 21 years of age, representing Octagon team. 3 victories, all by way of submission, all by way of rear naked choke. 4 professional fights, 4 wins, I should say, with 3 victories in there. 75% finish rate. 70.8 there for Alex Hutyra. Can he add another rear naked choke? Again, 3 finishes on his record, 3 rear naked chokes. His last fight was Octagon 81. He made his debut in Prague. Two undefeated fighters kicking us off on the YouTube free prelim. Hutyra versus Birdal tomorrow night. Good job, Philip. You did good. You looked tough there in the middle. Next, we have another debutant making his way to the octagon cage. Let's welcome from Poland, Matysevski. 25 years of age from Gdansk, Poland, representing Nemesis Pro Team and Komodo MMA. 6 pro fights, 3 victories in there with 2 finishes, 1 knockout and 1 submission. This is a catchweight bout, needs to hit 63.5. 63.4 for Matysevski. Makes weight for his octagon debut, now making his way the 2nd time to the scale and for the 2nd time to the octagon cage tomorrow night, the fortunate son, Liam Pitts. Just 22 years old from Stockholm, Sweden, representing All Stars Gym. 3 wins, 3 finishes, 2 knockouts and 1 submission. That submission coming in his octagon debut, Octagon 79 against Stephen Guida. He got that rear naked choke in 2.29 seconds, one of the fastest submissions in a debut. He's hit 63.5 or under. 63, we're gonna remove the jewelry. 63.5, no allowance on a catchweight bout. We'll do 1 suck, shall we? Maybe 2. There we go. This is like a slow strip, my friend. Can we have some sexier music for this? Have you got any money I can give him, Andre? Hey, I don't know what I should do. 63.45 there for Liam Pitts. Pepe Loach making him take him off slow there. There we go, making weight, set and ready for his 2nd octagon fight. 3 fights, 3 finishes in there. Again, 2 knockouts, 1 submission in there. And now ready, 63.4 he hit on the scales. What a fight. Sweden versus Poland going down tomorrow night. Liam Pitts versus Matysevski. Keep that flex. There you go. There you go. Woo! I'll do the same. Not the same effect, let's be honest. Right, next up we have a strawweight bout in the female division. Let's welcome now from Fortaleza, Brazil, Milady Simplicio. 25 years of age from Fortaleza, Brazil. 9 pro fights, 6 wins in there, 3 finishes, all by way of submission. A purple belt in jiu-jitsu. Actually started training in secret and then moved into mixed martial arts. Has a win over Magdalena Shomova as well. 52.5, there we go, making weight Simplicio. Simplicio, also a champion of 2 French promotions, so a lot of success here in Europe, taking on this lady, former number 16 in the world, making her return to the cage. Let's welcome now Thunder, Josephine Knutsson. 30 years of age from Stockholm, Sweden, representing All Stars Training Center. 9 pro fights, 8 wins in there with 1 finish by way of knockout. You look at that, she's fought for Brave, UAE Warriors, an IFMA Muay Thai world champion and 3-time Swedish Muay Thai champion. Needs to hit 52.7. Slightly over there, we'll bring in the Hooper Hope. And again, a long return coming forward in the UFC. Had 3 fights in there, only lost once. Now returning almost 2 years away from competition. But you look at that striking pedigree. IFMA Muay Thai world champion, 3-time Swedish Muay Thai champion, and K1 experience in there as well. One of 8 people to make their debut here and one of the 4 Swedish fighters on this card. Again, you can still get tickets for this event. Limited seating is available. Go to octagonmma.com and of course watch us live on octagon.tv or RTL+. 52.7 for Knutsson. Bang, on the money there for that strawweight limit. 52.7 is what she hits on the scales. And again, coming out of that All-Stars training center, such pedigree of fighters coming from that. Liam Pitts from there, Kadistan on this as well. He'll be taking on in our co-main event, the hometown hero, Dominic Humberger. But this Knutsson return, this has been a long time coming. Fought in the UFC, only lost once in that promotion. Now she's back in Europe, back on Europe's biggest stage, looking to make a statement here with this victory or this fight tomorrow night, if she can get through Milady Simplicio. Again, Simplicio, a champion in 2 French promotions, such a young talent. And we will see Brazil versus Sweden tomorrow night in our cage, Octagon 87. Again, Knutsson started karate age 13, then moved into self-defense and a professional MMA record after you of 8-1.
Campeã, pô, a campeã tá aqui. Hey, o Milady. É isso, paizinho. Entra dentro do olho dela, entra na mente dela. Campeã, do Brasil pro mundo.
Brazil versus Sweden tomorrow night. This in the strawweight division. Simplicio versus Knutsson. An unreal, Cal. We have 3 fights in so far. So much talent inside that cage. So many great matchups. And again, that in the strawweight division. That title currently vacant. Mallory Martin, congratulations on having your baby boy. She might be back to action soon, but right now, that strawweight division looking for contenders. Speaking of contenders, next up we have another fight with 2 undefeated fighters. This in the featherweight division. Let's welcome, making his debut, Firas Daud. 25 years of age from Cologne, Germany. 5 pro fights, 5 finishes in there, all by way of knockouts. 3 in the first round as well. 60% of his fights he has managed to finish in that very first round. A Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt, an amateur record of 18-3, and started with boxing age 16. He's hit 66.3. We'll bring in the Hoop of Hope one more time, and again, 5-0 as a pro. All 5 wins by way of finish. Began combat sports with boxing, and that's translated very well into mixed martial arts. 5 wins, 5 finishes, 5 knockouts on his record. Last fight was back in September of last year. He won that in 1 minute 43 seconds by TKO. .6.4, the 0.1 over there for Daud. He would have 2 hours now to make that 0.1. Sure, it will not be an issue. We'll get you back off the scale there. So he will have 2 hours to make weight from there. Again, 0.1 should be all okay for his debut. Again, he is an undefeated fighter. He's held belts at amateur and also in the pro ranks as well. Looking to make a statement here in the octagon cage. We'll bring you this way, my friend, Daud. There we go. Now, from the Czech Republic, we welcome another undefeated talent. Let's welcome him to the scale now. Václav Vincenzo Stepán. 23 years of age, 4-0 as a pro. 3 finishes, 2 knockouts and 1 submission, coming out of that All Sports Academy under Patrick Kinsel, David Dvořák. And Chotanovsky should be in his corner as well. There he is behind us. There you are, my friend. Made a successful debut at Octagon 79. We're just going to lose the shorts there as well. Made his debut against Karol Hutyra, and again, that fight showed just what skills he has in his arsenal. Got the submission. We're going to bring this through. It's part of the Octagon experience, my friend. Welcome. So again, that was Octagon 79 back in Brno. You look at his record as an amateur as well. Czech amateur champion, K1 vice champion, experience in Heroes Gate and Fusion. Has beaten Karola Tiega and Karol Hutyra as well. 66.15 for Stepán. Making weight, and again, if you want to see an incredible finish, go back to that Octagon 79 against Hutyra. He was up against the fence, and pulled out a standing Kimura to take it to the ground and finally get that finish to make that dream of getting his arm raised in the Octagon cage come true. There he is, Stepán. Now we'll bring these two together, 2 undefeated fighters.
See tomorrow. Big show. Yeah. Right now make weight, and tomorrow we're gonna see. Easy. Easy? Yes. Let's go for that. Let's go. Bring the energy tomorrow night. Let's see the energy. You want to feel the energy? Yeah. That's it right now. And tomorrow? Let's go.
We might well be looking at the future of the featherweight division. Let's give it a one more time. Daud versus Stepán. It's incredible matchmaking here for Octagon 87, all going down in that home credit arena. 3 years we've been away, but what a return we are making now, making his Octagon debut in the light heavyweight division. Let's welcome him to the scale, Wojtek Garba. 29 years of age, 16 pro fights, 8 victories in there with 6 finishes, all by way of knockout, a 75% finish rate, and 3 of those coming in the very first round, with the fastest being in 1 minute 34 seconds. Began MMA age 17 after a briefly training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, 2-time Gamma European champion in MMA and striking MMA. Back in 2021, needs to hit 93.5. 93.3 for Garba. Again, experience in KSW, has a win over former KSW champion Goran Relic, as well as Adam Horvath as well, and now making his debut, fireman as well, and former soldier for the Czech Republic. Now, let's welcome his opponent, the Spider, Strzelczyk. 35 years of age from Poland. You look at his record as well, 33 pro fights, 10 finishes at 15 wins with 10 finishes, 4 knockouts and 6 submissions, including that win in his last fight, Octagon 81 over Miloš Petršek, won by armbar in the second round. He's hit 93.5 on the money for Strzelczyk. Again, Strzelczyk has fought the who's who in Octagon, the first man ever to finish Chepo by armbar. Then in this very arena, Octagon 41 was where he did the incredible knockout of the night against Montagnac. What a fight tomorrow night, the Czech Republic versus Poland, Garba versus Strzelczyk. Wow indeed. Next up, we have a catchweight bout at 75 kilos. Before these guys step on the scales, let's take a look at the story behind the fight.
Get ready to witness the King of the North storm into the cage in Liberec. Jan Malach will come to town to put an end to his unlucky streak and to cause mayhem once again. It's safe to bet that Malach will try and finish his opponent on the feet. The Riders MMA representative boasts 11 knockouts on his record, the vast majority of which came in the very first round. It's worth noting that Malach has gone up against some of Octagon's biggest names, including Pukac, Aksu and Kohut. But the young prospect from Serbia is coming for the Matador's scalp. Thanks to his uncompromising style, Stepán Končar has earned the nickname The Butcher and hopes to be a breath of fresh air in the division. He boasts 4 before the limit wins on his record, 3 of which came in the very first round. The highly confident Končar is setting his sights on nothing less than a quick victory. Both men have reputations as highly capable finishers. But the question remains, who will be put through hell on fight night?
Let's welcome first to the scale, the Butcher, Stepán Končar. 24 years of age from Serbia, making his second walk to the scale and to the cage. Made a debut at Octagon 82, took on Tamerlan Dulatov in this one. This time we'll take on the hometown hero, Jan Malach. 4-1 as a professional. Vasco. Here we go, my friend. Here we go. Take your time, it's okay. We've only got 18 people waiting, that's good. On we go. He needs to hit 75 or under on the money, no allowance on the catch weight. $75.3, so 0.3 to lose, and we'll have the next 2 hours to do that. Again, you look at this, his second walk to the Octagon cage. Look at his record though, 4 wins, 4 finishes, 3 knockouts and 1 submission. I believe this is his 6th fight in 13 months. This is someone who turned pro just over a year ago and already 6 fights, making his second walk now to the Octagon cage here in the home credit arena to take on the next man to make the way to the scales, the King of the North, Jan Malach. 34 from this very city of Liberec, representing Reinders MMA. 35 pro fights, 18 wins with 12 finishes in there, 11 by way of knockout and 10 in the very first round. One of those coming in this arena at Octagon 41 against Hosenpour. 75 on the money for Jan Malach. This our feature bout of the preliminary card. The King of the North versus the Butcher, Končar versus Jan Malach. So we're going to get a little flex off at the end there. Thought we were getting the flex off, but no. Next up, though, we move to the lightweight division. Again, before they step on the scale, let's take a look at the story behind this fight.
Every time Vlado Lengál enters the cage, the fans in the arena stand to attention. The Czech boxing, kickboxing and K1 champion always promises to put on a thrilling fight and can quickly turn desperate situations around in his favor.
Oh!
Lengál's impressive record confirms that he is a cold-blooded finisher. All 9 of his wins in the MMA cage have come by way of knockout. In his most recent fight in Brno, he proved he's the real deal by destroying Dimic. He's heading to Liberec with a clear goal: to show everyone that he's not had his last word in the lightweight division just yet. He'll be going head-to-head with Turkish standout Ozan Aslaner. The talented Turkish warrior combines 2 seemingly contradictory qualities. He put on a great performance and triumphed over Tikota, and then endured 3 full rounds with El Pidio to secure another win.
Ozan Aslaner!
The current ranked number 7 in the lightweight division has his target set on breaking into the elite top 5 of the rankings, and a victory over the local hero could bring him closer to that goal.
So let's welcome first to the scale, Ozan Aslaner. 28 years of age from Paderborn, Germany by way of Turkey, representing Supreme MMA. 17 pro fights, 10 victories in there with 5 finishes, all by way of knockout. Started with boxing age 12, made his professional debut in 2015. 70.75 for Ozan Aslaner. Making weight there again, 17 pro fights, one of the most seasoned fighters on this card. You look at the finish rate as well, coming from that boxing background, translated that into 5 knockouts inside the MMA cage. Next up, let's welcome his opponent, fighting out of the Czech Republic, Vlado Lengál. 37 years of age from the Czech Republic, 15 pro fights, 9 victories, 9 finishes, all by way of knockout. Part of Octagon Challenge Season 5, part of Tip Sport Game Changer. Season 2, 70.65 for Vlado Lengál. Both these guys make weight again. Beautiful matchmaking here. Hey, buddy. Breaking bread with each other this morning. Tomorrow night they go toe-to-toe in the Octagon cage. Give it one more time. Lengál versus Aslaner. There we go. Friendly, love. We like it. We like it a lot. Next up, what a fight we have in a very special rule set. Let's take a look at the story behind this fight.
There are fighters who ask for attention, and there are those that command it with their performances without saying a single word. Joseph Hála undoubtedly belongs to the latter group. The Czech champion of the prestigious bare-knuckle boxing organization BKFC has earned the reputation of a man who leaves no room for doubt. Delivering 5 dominant performances, all with the same signature style. Now he's preparing to make his Octagon debut in a special fight under stand and bang rules. He'll be put to the test by the mighty Ostrava Express, Tomáš Mudroch. He scored all 3 wins in Octagon via lightning-quick first-round finishes and has spent less than 2 minutes inside the cage in each of those fights. He also boasts the only up-kick knockout in the history of the promotion, and he's earned his reputation as one of the most explosive talents on the scene.
That is it! Oh!
In Liberec, he'll have the chance to collect the scalp of a man who's enjoying a massive amount of hype over the last few months. This clash is going to be a real feast for the eyes of the fans. They'll witness two thrilling fight styles, courtesy of two warriors who refuse to back down. The question is, which one of them will be the first to crumble, and who will still be standing at the end of this highly anticipated battle?
This in stand and bang rules. Let's welcome making his Octagon debut, the Berserker Joseph Hála. 31 years of age from the Czech Republic. You look at his record in bare knuckle, 5-0, all by way of knockout, including when he claimed that title, the light heavyweight bare knuckle BKFC title of Roušal in Italy in October. 76.9 there for Hála. Makes weight again, this set at welterweight, so under that limit. Now let's welcome his opponent, the Ostrava Express, Tomáš Mudroch. 27 years of age in MMA, 10 pro fights, 8 victories, undefeated as a boxer though, stepping into these stand and bang rules. A BJJ purple belt, 8 wins, 8 finishes. 77.6 there for Tomáš Mudroch. Again, 8 wins, 8 finishes, all of them coming in the very first round in mixed martial arts. Now stepping in to this stand and bang rules against the man who was the first man to claim a BKFC title from the Czech Republic, the European light heavyweight champion in that promotion. What a fight. Stand and bang rules tomorrow night. Hála versus Mudroch. I'm going to predict insanity in that fight. Insanity. That might not just steal this cards thing. That could be one of the fights of the year in those rule sets. Mudroch versus Hála. Tune in for sure. Next up, though, we have a featherweight bout. What a fight. This is dubbed the People's Main Event. Let's take a look at the story behind this fight.
A thrilling clash between two top-tier featherweight fighters. The hugely popular Roušal has a huge challenge ahead of him in the form of Samuel Bark. Rookie has been in incredible form over the past several months and is riding high on a 3-fight win streak. As a previously highly decorated stand-up fighter, Roušal now feels confident in all aspects of MMA. But if there's one fighter you should think twice about stepping in the cage with, it's Samuel Bark.
I don't really like him. He says that he's a Muay Thai fighter, but he's not. He's a boxer to me.
The Swede is a stand-up fighter par excellence. But he can also deal with opponents on the ground.
He's done it!
Sam Decker has won titles in the ring as well as the UAE Warriors title in the MMA cage. It's crystal clear that Bark will be the toughest opponent Roušal has ever faced off against.
To, že je Bark rankingově výš a má víc zápasů, neznamená, že mě porazí. Já ho porazím.
With this challenge, Roušal has accepted a big test and there's no turning back.
On je prostě leďák, on je prostě nevýrazný, já jsem hezký, krásný, mám dobrou show, já mám všechno, on nemá nic.
On the other hand, Bark sees this fight with Roušal as an opportunity to ride the wave of hype surrounding him and to prove that no one in the featherweight division can match him in the stand-up game.
This fight means everything to me. One fight can change everything.
Barku, tak už je štveš, už tě nebudu ani cítit, smashu.
Here we go, the People's Main Event, the grudge match. I'd like to formally offer Andrei Novotny my best before this stare down. Let's get it underway. Let's welcome first to the scale, Samuel Bark. 33 years of age from Halmstad, Sweden, 16 pro fights, 13 victories with 7 finishes in there, 1 knockout and 1 submission. The first man to rear naked choke Matysevski. This is 66.3. You look at his pedigree though, in his 5-1 in his last 6 fights, 2 titles within that, 1 domestic one, and then 1 UAE Warriors Championship. He also has a win over the teammate and friend of Roušal, Vlado Lengál, back at Octagon 50. 66.2 for Samuel Bach. What's up? Makes weight again. UAE Warriors champion, WBC Muay Thai champion, and Swedish Muay Thai champion. Taking on this man. He was called out by this man. Let's welcome him to the scale now. Radak Roušal. 31 from Brno, the Czech Republic, representing Muay Thai. Brno, 8 pro fights, 6 victories and 3 finishes. Those 3 finishes have all come in his last 3 fights. Wins over Corey Fry, Hamaski and Hutyra, all by way of knockout. Needs to hit 66.3 or under. 66.3 for rookie Roušal.
This is nothing. This is nothing. Wait tomorrow. Yeah. Slabé, eh? So slab. You're gonna punch my body? Yeah, punch my body.
You small. What? That's my spirit.
The people's main event goes down tomorrow night live from the Home Credit Arena. Roušal versus Samuel Bach.
I don't trust you. Good.
What a fight, what a night. The war of words ends tomorrow night. Social media has been on fire. Roušal called out Samuel Bach. Samuel Bach responded. Tomorrow night the talking stops. One more stare down tonight though, so you can come and join us at the public weigh-ins one more time. The giant Andre Novotny will be called into action. That is at the Liberec Forum, so join us from 5 o'clock for that main event. What a fight this is. Let's take a look at the story behind this one. Prepare yourself. Dominic Humberger.
Young man coming up, has all the potential to be a superstar here at Octagon MMA.
The uncompromising soldier first entered the organization as a competitor in the Tip Sport Game Changer project. He thrived in the €1 million pyramid from the get-go, scoring a phenomenal KO victory over Pirat Kristofic.
More shots coming in. Oh, he's dropped him again.
And a star is born there, Brian, I said.
And then went on to create an even bigger upset in his clash with Mark Huhn.
Oh, that's it.
But from the north of Europe comes a bloodthirsty Swedish Viking. Sebastian Kadestam is determined to shake up the waters of Octagon. He earned his reputation as a ruthless destroyer in one championship, where he entered many duels against the best of the best, and eventually seized the championship title. He also boasts a brutal KO victory over multiple-time KSW champion, Roberto Soldic. Out of his 15 wins, 13 have come by way of KO. But Humberger also possesses the same qualities. He packs a punch which can destroy opponents in a fraction of a second, and out of his 11 wins, he's achieved 9 of them via KO. The Kadestam versus Humberger fight is a battle between 2 warriors who are positioned in the top 100 of the world rankings, and you can bet they'll be out for each other's scalp from the opening seconds of this fight.
Let's welcome first at the scale from Sweden, the bandit, Sebastian Kadestam. 35 years of age from Stockholm, Sweden, representing All Stars Gym. You look at his record, 23 pro fights, 15 wins, 13 by way of knockout, 1 submission. Former 2-time One Championship champion and the PXC 3-time champion. Needs to 84.4 or under. Coming here, a veteran of 7 title fights. Again, you look at these victories, one of which was a knockout, one of only 2 people to knock out Roberto Soldic. 84.35 for the bandit Kadestam. What a debut this is looking to be. Again, coming up to take it on the hometown hero is Kadestam. Said he likes to come into enemy territory. Very Viking-esque, looking to raid the city of Liberec. And we now welcome the hometown hero himself. Let's welcome Dominic Humberger. 30 years of age, representing this great city of Liberec. You look at 12 pro fights, 11 wins with 9 finishes in there, all by way of knockout. 3 in the very first round as well. You look back at his wins over Pirat Kristofic, Markum, and then the fight of the year against Engizek. We just have 0.05 to lose here. The Hoop of Hope should do its work, but again, since stepping into Octagon, the star was born that has risen across the Czech Republic. The win against Pirat Kristofic in his debut, then the outstanding Stvanitsa finish of Markum, the first guy to do that to the South African, and then the fight of the year in the Tip Sport Game Changer semi-finals against Engizek. 84.34 Humberger. What a fight. You look at the stats between them as well. 15 wins for Kadistam, 13 by knockout, and again 11 wins for Humberger, 9 by way of knockout. Both guys look to bring it. Both guys will go toe-to-toe in that Home Credit Arena tomorrow night. You can join us live on octagon.tv or RTL Plus, and limited, I say it again, limited tickets still available. Go to octagonmma.com. This our co-main event, Sweden versus the Czech Republic, Kadistam versus Dominik Humberger. Kadistam, how are you, my friend? Welcome to Octagon, first of all. Listen, Sebastian, this debut is a huge one against the hometown hero. You say you love that energy. What can we expect tomorrow night?
Fireworks. Bring your popcorn. If you like beer, bring 2.
We love it. We will see you tomorrow night. Sebastian Kadistam making his debut. That's all right. No, you carry on. He's the boss. Welcome. Listen, you're getting to fight in your home city for Octagon for the first time. How much does that mean to you?
Je to pro mě velká motivace, moc se na to těším. Super nebezpečný soupeř a myslím si, že všichni se máme na co těšit, protože to bude velký boj.
And he is a big knockout artist. You're a knockout artist too. Are you looking for the finish? How will you get the finish over Kadistam tomorrow?
Ty brďo, nemyslím si, že to bude na 3 kola, ale buď to padne jemu nebo mě, takže myslím si, že to bude hodně divoký s ním.
There we go, give it a one more time. Hometown hero, the man himself, Dominik Humberger. That's our co-main event. That were worthy of a main event slot anywhere on the planet, but this fight, this is our main event. This is for the vacant female flyweight title. Let's take a look at these two ladies before they step on the scale.
This fight could see Lucy Sabova confirm her status as a true icon in the history of Octagon. If she succeeds, she'll become the first woman to hold 2 titles in 2 weight categories. After returning from maternity leave, she came back more motivated than ever before and capped off her win streak last August by earning the Bantamweight Championship title.
Oh, look at that. No elbows. That's going to be it. She has become the Octagon Bantamweight Queen.
Currently, Zabova is number 17 in the world rankings and is determined to achieve something that no woman in Octagon has ever achieved before. In this battle for the women's flyweight title, she'll be challenged by a dangerous fighter from Brazil. Leidiane Fernandez is number 24 in the world rankings, making her the highest ranked fighter Zabova has ever gone up against. The seasoned fighter is a champion of one of Brazil's biggest organizations, Jungle Fight. Her aggressive style is truly nightmare-inducing for her opponents, and she's won more than half of her fights before the final bell. The Rio de Janeiro native wants to shock the crowd and be the first woman to put a loss on her Slovak opponent's record. Zabova stands on the verge of making history, and in Liberec, she could take the top spot in another division.
This for the vacant flyweight title. Let's welcome first to the scale, making her debut from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Leidiane Fernandez. 34 years of age from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, representing his RVT. 9 pro fights, 7 victories with 4 finishes, 3 knockouts and 1 submission. Her last fight was for the Jungle Fight title, part of a tournament where she won 500,000 Brazilian real. That is $100,000. She won that with a head kick knockout. Claimed that title, claimed that belt. And you look at that promotion, it's had the likes of Charles Oliveira come through there, Jose Aldo, Alex Pereira, And now, of course, Lady Anne Fernandez has added her name to the elite champions in that promotion. One of only the 5th female main event we've had in Octagon history. Needs to hit 56.7. 57, needs to lose 0.3 there to make the 56.7 limit. There is no allowance on a championship fight, so she needs to hit that flyweight title limit of 56.7. 2 hours she will have to make that weight and to make it official. If she does not make that weight, she can fight tomorrow night, but she will not be eligible to win that vacant title. 2 hours to make the weight and to make that chance of earning that Octagon strap a reality. Again, you look at that record. Incredible record there. 9 pro fights, 7 victories, 4 finishes, 3 knockouts, 1 submission, including that head kick knockout that earned her a life-changing $100,000 and the Jungle Fights title. This our main event. Again, you can tune in live, octagon.tv and RTL Plus, or get your tickets. Come and join us in the Home Credit Arena. Limited seating available, octagonmma.com. Now, a lady looking to make history. She is the current reigning bantamweight champion, but looking to become a double champ, the first ever female double champ in Octagon history. Let's welcome silent killer, Lucia Zabova. 1 belt on her shoulder already, looking to add a second tomorrow night. 28 years of age from Bratislava. That would be impressive. That would be impressive if with Octagon Gold you could make that 56.7, but making this weight for the first time. 56.6 with some change for silent killer Zabova. This is our main event. This for Octagon Gold, the vacant flyweight title up for grabs. Fernandez versus Zabova. What a fight. Give it up one more time. Our main event, Octagon 87. Can one of the coaches translate? Lady Anne Fernandez, welcome. Welcome to Octagon. It's such an exciting fight, this for this belt. How excited are you to face Lucy, and how will you get the finish tomorrow night?
Estou muito feliz de estar aqui, quero agradecer ao OKTAGON pela oportunidade, foi muito bem recebida e vai ser uma guerra, meu irmão. Estou pronta para a guerra.
She's ready and she wants to thank the OKTAGON for this opportunity and she's ready for war.
There we go, Lady Anne Fernandez. We will see you in our main event tomorrow night. Lucy Zabova, here we go. 10-0 as a pro, 1 belt on your shoulder already. How will you get the finish and make history tomorrow night by winning that flyweight title as well?
I'm ready, I'm excited. I will show everything I know I can, and I will enjoy it because I made weight, I'm happy, and I'm strong.
And how will you get the finish tomorrow? What's your prediction against Fernandez?
I don't have prediction. I will do everything my way, so like always.
And you can do this in Slovak or Czech, but a message to your fans, why should they tune in and why does their support mean so much?
Ahojte, ďakujem veľmi pekne za vašu podporu, váha išla super a veľmi sa teším na zajtra. Ukážem, čo je vo mne, proste teším sa, zvládla som to a proste bude to super zápas, superka, ešte ide sa trápiť a ja ju potropím zajtra v zápase.
There we go, making flyweight for the very first time. 1/2 of our main event, Lucy Zabova. That is our card. What a night of fights it can be. Tomorrow night, Octagon 87 in the Home Credit Arena. Get your tickets. Limited seats still available, octagonmma.com. Join us live on RTL Plus in Germany, TVP in Poland, and of course, octagon.tv around the world. And tonight at the Forum in Liberec, we will have our final stand as a public way, and we invite you to come and join us there. But tomorrow night, Octagon 87, do not miss it.
Get ready for battles that will shake the Yested Mountain to its core. Octagon returns to Liberec for the first time in 3 years. The calm before the storm. Undefeated bantamweight champion, Lucia Silent Killer Zabova, has the chance to make history by winning the flyweight title and becoming Octagon's first female double champion. But newly crowned Brazilian champion, Lady Anne Fernandez, is determined to make sure that Lucia won't achieve her dream. Will the Slovak queen raise a second belt above her head? Or will she suffer the bitter taste of defeat right at the peak of her career? The rising local star versus the Swedish legend. Proud son of Liberec's Dominic Humberger will finally appear before the home crowd in one of the greatest battles of his career. He'll be going head-to-head with former number 23 in the world and double champion of one championship, Sebastian Kadestam, who has the scalp of former KSW champion Roberto Soldic in his collection. A heated clash between elite strikers, who've already had a war of words before they face off in the cage. Brno's very own sniper, Radek Roušal, enters the toughest duel of his MMA career against Swedish Thai boxing champion and UAE Warriors champion Samuel Bark. A wild stand-up shootout under stand and bang rules. The unstoppable Ostrava Express, Tomáš Mudroch, who scored all 8 of his wins in the first round, takes on one of the most prominent figures in Czech combat sports, the mighty Josef Hála. The champion of the world's most prestigious bare-knuckle boxing organization, BKFC, destroys anyone who stands in his way with his fists of iron. Fire, sweat, and passion. Vlado Lengál always guarantees to put on a thrilling fight, and all 9 of his wins came by way of knockout. But now he'll be put to the test by Ozan Aslaner, who boasts wins over Tikota and El Padillo. And you can look forward to seeing the King of the North, Jan Malach, in action. He wants to prove in his hometown of Liberec that he still has what it takes to compete at the top. But a ferocious Serbian prospect who scored all of his wins before the final bell, the one and only Stepán the Butcher Končar. Ladies and gentlemen, this is OKTAGON 87, Zabova versus Fernandez. Buy the pay-per-view wherever you are and be transported to a front row seat for the entire tournament at OKTAGON.tv.